Hi guys, girls, non-binds, welcome back to my channel. I am Leah Solmaz. So in this video, I'm going to give you 5 signs that you should probably quit social media, or at the very least, give it a detox, give it a break. All social media platforms, especially the more well-known ones, are tailored more to marketing. I recently finished my courses on marketing. It's obvious that all of these social media platforms are kind of tailored and designed to keep you engaged as long as possible in the hopes that they shall sell you something. Myself, my background, I've been an actress, filmmaker, writer, all-round creative for the last God knows how many years. While I was promoting my acting, I was on Twitter, I was on Facebook, Instagram, like every platform that they kind of tell you to be on as a working actor, I was on those. It got overwhelming at times trying to keep up with the different platforms. Now myself, I only have Instagram for my personal account. For my marketing stuff, I have Twitter, Instagram and LinkedIn, and that is all I shall be keeping. That's just a bit of a side note. Because I don't have the likes of Facebook and Twitter, but I've had them in the past, I can kind of speak from experience, especially on the benefits of not having those types of platforms in my life. So here are the 5 warning signs that you should probably contemplate taking a social media detox or quitting social media altogether. Sign number 1. Endless scrolling. If you find yourself opening whichever app it might be, even the likes of TikTok, if you find yourself mindlessly scrolling for hours on end, and I mean the best way you can check this is setting a timer for yourself and see how much time you actually spend scrolling and not engaging with any posts, just kind of scrolling through, reading and watching. And yeah, if you find yourself doing that, that is a bit of a warning sign to probably come off the app. And the reason being, when we mindlessly scroll like that, that's us trying to disengage with the world first off, which is fine, you know, there's outlets, and I believe in disengaging from the world, especially when you work or when you've got like a hectic home life or anything like that. Everyone wants to kind of just switch off from it now and then. The downside of that, especially health-wise, is you run the risk of injuring your eyes, you run the risk of migraines, but you also run the risk of brainwashing your mind into thinking that's how the world is. Whatever post or news feed you're kind of scrolling through, you're telling your brain that's what the world looks like, and it isn't. That's kind of what's perceived on your phone. So yeah, endless scrolling is warning sign number 1. Warning sign number 2, you check your accounts often. Now, I remember having Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and everything else, and there were times when I'd kind of open one app, I'd see that there wasn't much happening on one app, so I'd go to the next app, I'd go to the next app after that, then go back to the first app. It's very similar in principle to the endless scrolling. Why this is unhealthy for us, again, disengaging from reality. And when we do that, especially when people are in public and they open up their Facebook and things, I'm like, really? That couldn't wait until you get home to check your Facebook? You know, what is actually happening on Facebook that it takes your attention away from the present moment? And I'm a big believer in being in the present moment. That's kind of where happiness is to be found. So when you're jumping back and forth between apps, hoping to find something of interest, that is you again telling your brain that the reality around you isn't of importance. If you find yourself jumping back and forth, and I don't mean just kind of checking once in a while, I mean kind of literally going from one app to the next and to the next and to the next and not really engaging with it, that's warning sign number 2. Warning sign number 3. A few months back, I think it was August maybe, so not a few months back, last year actually, I partook in a mindset training weekend course. I found it so beneficial, and in one of the exercises in how to kind of get back into your body and kind of check in on yourself, you do what is known as a body temperature check. Now, I don't mean go get a thermometer and check your temperature, although like with current circumstances, it's advisable to still do that. Yeah, a body temperature check. Basically, how you do that, you kind of sit and see how you are feeling, kind of check in with yourself, almost like a GP, you know. If you are feeling anxious, if you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling paranoid, guilty from not checking social media, like really sit with yourself, you know, take 5 minutes, put the phone down and just ask yourself, how does social media make you feel? And if you find yourself comparing yourself to people online and things, that is really unhealthy. This is one of the biggest downfalls, I think, of social media. It's kind of produced this comparison, anxiety-driven mindset, mass mindset amongst society. So do a temperature check, see how you feel after using a certain app. Maybe start with breaking down which apps kind of make you feel a certain way. That's warning sign number 3. Check how you feel after using these apps. Warning sign number 4, you feel like you have to post something. There used to be like a running joke with certain social media apps where people would just kind of post their breakfast and like, this is what happened in the morning. I think I actually did some of those posts, you know, I did. Like, I'd post myself in my dressing gown, like with a cup of coffee or something. So the likes of Instagram. Instagram was initially set up as an online photo album. Now, I often think some of the posts and things on there, are they photo album worthy, you know? Are they milestones? Are they things that you're celebrating? Are they things that you're proud of? If you're feeling the need to just post anything, so myself with Instagram, because that's the only social media platform I still have for myself, I just tend now to post my time-lapse videos, my art, film work. I've always kind of used it for my film work. When I post a YouTube video or something like that, I'll post the thumbnail and just some uplifting quotes. But I don't feel the need to post every detail of my daily life, and I especially try not to post anything of my personal life on social media, especially on Instagram. So yeah, warning sign number 4 would be if you feel the need to post something. So warning sign number 5 would be FOMO. And what is FOMO? The fear of missing out. Social media has done a fantastic job of designing their platforms to this exact protocol of fear of missing out. It's actually a marketing tactic that people use as well. And the thing is, with the fear of missing out, it kind of does develop this sense of anxiousness within people, because like they're missing out on people's lives and things like that. Yeah, that's really a big telling sign that you should probably take a break from social media. So fear of missing out would be warning sign number 5. And honestly, the best way to kind of combat all of this, I'm going to give you some tips on how to combat this. Tip number 1 would be to delete the apps. If you're too anxious about deleting all of your accounts straight away, I'd recommend deleting the apps just for give yourself like a deadline just for a couple of weeks and see how you feel. So tip number 2, say deleting the apps is too big a feat for yourself. You know, you've got to be gentle on your mental health, and it's understandable that we've gotten into this routine with social media as people, and that it's such a big part of our lives. We've kind of made it a big part of our lives and things. So if it's too much of a feat for yourself to delete these apps, try disengaging with negative posts. I know that's all too easy to say because a lot of the social media apps at the minute are just kind of filled with negative posts, and I don't mean like world events. Those are out of our control. You know, this is kind of how we can formulate a way to use social media healthily is kind of figure out what's in our control and what's out of our control, and just kind of deal with the stuff that's within our control. So disengage with negative feeling posts. And how you can kind of tell if a post is negative, again, do your temperature check, see how it makes you feel. If you get annoyed by the post, if you find yourself kind of ridiculing that person for posting that, definitely take a step back and just check in with yourself and ignore the post. That's 101 for dealing with negative posts in general, is to just ignore them. Don't engage, don't exchange your energy, because your energy is very precious at the end of the day. Tip number 3, limit the time that you use social media and try and arrange more actual activities like in real life. Go do more stuff, go to the cinema, go bowling, go for walks. You know, there's so much around us that we're kind of missing out by kind of being absorbed on and in our phones. Try and engage with real life a lot more. And yeah, without the need of posting what you do. It's all good and well that you go bowling and things, but myself, I don't really care what people get up to in their lives, as long as they're happy and healthy, you know. I don't really need to know the ins and outs of anyone's day, and people don't need to know the ins and outs of my day, so it kind of works like that. I'd like to leave this video on a bit more of a plus. Point of this video is to kind of check in with yourself, see how social media serves you, the benefits of social media, talking from a marketing aspect. If you're kind of self-employed, if you're a working actor, there are benefits to having social media. You know, I found a lot of my film roles over the years through social media, and I've met people via Twitter and the likes of that. So it does benefit a working actor. In regards to a creative, use social media to promote your creative stuff. Yeah, in regards to business, I mean, it's kind of designed for business anyway, social media now. Business has very much taken over the whole shebang. If you're going to use it for business, please use it in a mindful way. You know, hard sales aren't the best go around for social media. Hopefully that helped, I don't know. If it did, do subscribe, guys, girls, non-binds. There is always a heartwarming, artsy, crafty, creative community within this channel. That is so lame and cheesy, but I don't care anymore. It's my channel. What? If you've quit social media and you found benefits to it, do leave a comment down below. I have many benefits from quitting social media. I find myself a lot more confident and social and just more engaged with life. I've got a bit more zest for life. And that's it from me. Stay awesome, stay classy, be kind, and bye. Hey, automatic recording. Initiate. You should probably. Why can't I say that word? Probably. Oh, my hearing's gone funny. What's that, a sign from the universe? I don't know. And yeah, warning sign, San. Hiccup. Then, as we all know, argumenting, is that an actual verb? I don't know. Argumenting. This is a very long video.